Welcome to this tutorial on using Google Calendars to help plan in classes with the new schedule. So what we're looking at here is my Google Calendar, and I've imported the calendar feed from Lenape Regional High School District's website. So if you go into this number day area and view calendar, and if you go over to the iCal feed instructions, you can bring in this feed to a number of different devices, and I'm using Google Calendar, but you can Android and iOS and Microsoft Outlook. So over in Google Calendar, we're seeing the import. So that's the letter days. So it's telling you if the district switches, like there's a snow day or some kind of other schedule change, you'll get the day and then what periods we're working with. And then below is the calendar that I made with just all of the period timing. So you can create a new event called the period and then set the time and then set it to repeat every Monday or every day, weekday, all the way up until we graduate. So this specific calendar goes all the way up to the graduation date, and then you would be able to redo it for the next year. So I wanted to show you how to add these two things to your Google Calendar, and also a brand new feature with Google Apps for Education. So just so we can take a look at this new thing, it's kind of blank, and this is the only thing that we're seeing right now on this calendar. At the top, you're seeing assignments and questions that I've posed in my Google Classroom. So Google Classroom just released this feature last night. It's super exciting. So when you create an question or an assignment or an announcement, it will pop up in the calendar of your classroom. And you can also turn it on as a student, and you would be able to see a list of all your assignment due dates in calendar view. So if we check out September, I was using Google Classroom a pretty heavy amount this year. So I just wanted to kind of cover how to do that and show kind of the workflow on how to add this view and this view into your LR calendar. So first we would start and grab the iCal feed. So you can copy the URL to your clipboard if you click this button, and it kind of copies it for you. And then you can go over to your LR classroom, and then under My Calendars, your LR calendar, and then maybe it's here, Other Calendar. Yeah, I think this is it. So Add Calendar by URL is what you want. And then you would paste in, it's Control-V or Command-V if you're on a Mac, the feed that we copied from the website. And we would say, yeah, I can make it public, and Add Calendar. So now we're seeing the letter days at the top here, and that's super useful. And then if you wanted to add my calendar that I created, you're going to look in the bottom of this posting, and I'll post it, but this is how you would export a calendar if you wanted to. That's here, and then Settings. So we would want to export a specific calendar, and I want to go into my class schedule template. So if I click on that, I can then export this specific calendar and then save it. And it's going to end up in my downloads on Finder if it's a Mac, or my computer on Windows. And then here's the zip file. You have to double click it, and then once you have the zip file, you get this .ics file. I can then upload that to my calendar section in my LR account. So that would be under the Settings, and then Import Calendar, and then Choose File. And in here we have this class schedule template, and then I can set a specific place I want it to go. I'm going to just make it on my main calendar and then import. I tried to delete it before, so I have this this failure thing coming up, and that's because I was creating this tutorial video. But it should say process 21 events and successfully imported 21 events. And if you then go back to your calendar, you now see the schedule. And it's kind of nice, you get to see the period kind of live time. So this time bar is telling us that we're in Lunch and Learn. You might hear my students shuffling in for Lunch and Learn right now. And it would kind of help you in your planning, because then you can click into each of these and you have the ability to kind of add things to the descriptions. We can edit the event, and then you can tack things on for planning. You can hyperlink out to lesson stuff. And if you couple that with seeing your different assignments that you have going on, it's a pretty nice all-in-one system to kind of organize. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will have the file for this schedule if you would like to import it into your Google Calendar. And if you check out Google Classroom, that's where you're getting this, the ability to see your assignments when you post them in Classroom. And then the letter day, that's a feed that we were pulling from the LR calendar. If you have any questions, feel free to send me an email.